This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so okay, so as I told another day, so if you want to speak to the database, you can write a Java program and talk to the database, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So this is a client and this is a server. Whoever is making a request, this is the client, and whoever is responding to the request, he is a server. So we spoke about this multiple times, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So now we have to write a client program. Now we have to write a client program to interact with the database server. Correct? We have to write a client program to interact with the database server. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
Ramji.
program acts as a client. It's a client program. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So whatever might be the client, whether it's a Java program, whether it's a .NET program, whether it's a SQL developer, whether it's a SQL plus, whatever might be the client, if the client wants to talk to the database, so they have to speak to the database in a understandable language, correct?
Yes.
So when two people has to communicate with each other, they need a common language. So when this person doesn't understand, when this person doesn't understand Spanish, you cannot ask him, you cannot send him the request through Spanish in the Spanish language, correct?
Yes.
So whatever the language this particular person understands, so the client has to send a request in that language, then only this person will understand what the client is requesting for, so that he can process the request and give the response, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So even if it is a Java program, even if it is a SQL developer, even if it is a SQL plus, you have to use the query language because the database understands only query language, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
So you have to send a SQL query from a Java program. You have to send a SQL query from a Java program to the database. Agreed?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So if at all you have to send a, so assume that this is the client and this is the server. And assume that the client is present in one laptop, the client is installed in one laptop, the server is installed in other laptop. I mean the database is installed in a different laptop and the client is installed in your laptop. So from your laptop, you want to connect to the server. You have to send a request to the server, correct?
Yes.
But these
Yeah.
two are different laptops. So one laptop is present in New York and the other laptop is present in California. Okay. So
Okay.
you have to talk to the database that is present in a different mission, that is present in a remote mission. You have to talk to the database that is present in a remote mission from the client that is installed in your laptop, correct?
Yes.
So let us assume that in this particular laptop, I'm writing a Java program. That is the client, correct? I'm writing a Java program. So my Java program has to talk to the database that is present in a remote server, correct?
Yes.
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 Okay. So uh, if at all my client has to speak with the server, definitely my client has to know the IP address of the server because it has to know the address, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it doesn't know the address, so how can it with whom it will speak? First of all, if it knows the address, it will go and speak to that particular server, correct?
Yes.
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 So as I told, whenever you want to meet your friend, if your friend is in California and you are in New York, if you want to meet your friend, you should know the address of your friend. Otherwise, you cannot go and meet him, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is the first thing. So similarly, this particular database is installed in one particular laptop, and that laptop will have a IP address. So the client has to know that IP address to meet him and to talk to him, correct?
Yes.
So, for example, the client knows the IP address. Is it sufficient to talk to the database?
No.
No.
What else it needs?
Port number.
Port number.
Why the port number is required? So as in our example, I told that. So when you go to your friend's address, there are so many apartments in that community. So the address, you know the address, you went to that address, but there are so many apartments. You should know the apartment number, correct?
Yes.
You don't know the apartment number, so you cannot meet your friend and you cannot talk to him, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Similarly, so if you know the IP address of the laptop, that is not sufficient because in that laptop there are so many services running. There's a database service running. There's Oracle database is running. There's a DB2 database is running, and there's a SQL server is running there. Let us assume that there are so many databases installed in that laptop. Let us assume that.
Yeah.
And not only databases, there are so many other services are running. I don't want to talk about them now. So there are so many other services are running in the laptop, correct? So if you
Yes.
want to, if you open your laptop and go and type services, just open that services. So there are so many services running. There's a Bluetooth service. There are so many services. You might not be knowing about all these services, but there are so many services running in every laptop, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
each service is running on a specific port number, correct?
Yeah.
In this particular laptop, there are so many services running, and each service running on a specific port number. So you should know the port number on which the database service is running, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
The Oracle database is also a service. Why it is a service? Because it will accept your request and serve your request, correct?
Yes.
When you
Yes.
send a request to the server, when you send a request to the database will listen to that request. Whatever you're asking, it will listen to that and it will process that request and give the response. So it's a service, correct? It
Yes.
is
Yes.
powered by the database, agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Database is a service that is running in your laptop. When you install Oracle database in your laptops, so that will be installed as a service and that will be running on some specific port number, correct?
Yes.
It is running on port number means what does it mean? So if at all client send a request to that particular port number on whatever the port number the database service is running, if the client sends a request to that particular port number, database will listen to that request. It will listen to that request and process the request. So the database is listening on that port number. The database is listening on that port number. So you have to send a request to that particular port number, correct?
Yes.
So you should know the IP address, you should know the port number. What else you need? You need the SID, correct?
Yes.
So in our example, so when you go to your friend's home, so you know the address, you know the apartment number. So you went to that apartment, you went to that apartment. So then what you have to do? You have to the door has to be opened, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you should know the username and password, otherwise the door will not open. You have to enter the username and password because the only authenticated users can enter into his home. Okay, so you
Yes.
have to
Mm.
enter the username and password on the door. Maybe let us assume that that is the system set up by your friend in his home. No one can enter into his home unless someone know the username and password. Let us assume that. So he entered the username and password, and the door opened. Now he entered inside the room. So there are multiple people in that home because all the friends are staying together. So how do you identify your friend out of five people in that room? So you should know the SID, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
You should know the SID, service ID. You should know the service name or service ID. Then only you can identify your friend, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So you should know the SID. You should know the IP address, you should know the port number, you should know the SID, and you should know the username and password. These are the details required for the client to speak with the server, correct? If you know all these details, then definitely you can meet your friend and you can talk to him, correct? You can send a request to him, you can tell a request to him, hey, I need this information. You can ask your friend, then your friend will give you the response back, correct?
Yes.
So if you know all these things, you can talk to your friend. Did everyone understand this? See, I'm
Yes.
just giving
Yes.
some imaginary example to make you understand. So don't just relate that example to everything.
Yes, Ramji.
Okay.
Any questions here?
No, Ramji.
No.
No.
Okay. So, fine. These are the things required for any client, not only Java client. These are the things required for any client. Correct?
Yes.
So whether it's a Java client, whether it's a SQL developer client, whether it's a SQL Plus client, so these clients require these details to talk to the database. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let us come to our Java client. So, Java is a software developed by Sun Microsystems company, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Yes.
And Oracle is a software developed by Oracle company, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these two are I mean earlier. I mean now Oracle company acquired Sun Microsystems, and Sun Microsystems is a company which is owned by Oracle now. It is no more Sun Microsystems. It is a Oracle, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
So, but earlier this acquisition happened in the year 2009, I guess 2009 or 2010. I think 2008 or 2009. Long back this acquisition happened. But even before that, maybe in the 2004 or 2005, these two are two different companies, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
whatever the software developed with this particular company, uh, so how that software knows to talk to this database, to talk to this Oracle database. I mean, what I'm trying to say here is, first of all, if client wants to talk to the database, it has to create a
Link.
connection, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
If there is no connection, if there is no connection created between the client and server, how you can communicate with the server? Because I told that connection is nothing but it is a kind of pipe. It is a kind of pipe which is connected between these two systems. Through that pipe, the request will be sent to the server. The request will be sent, sorry, the request will be sent to the server through this pipe. This is the request, and the response will be sent back to the client through that pipe. There is a pipe kind of thing. It's a network pipe. It's not a real pipe. It's a network pipe. Correct?
Yes.
So obviously these two softwares present in two different laptops. The Java is present in one laptop, and the Oracle database is present in another laptop. So the client is present in one laptop and server is present in another laptop. If you want to have a communication between these two machines, you need a network. Without network, can you communicate between the two remote machines?
No.
No.
So you need a network in between. You need an internet in between. If you don't have an internet, if you don't have a network, you cannot talk to a different mission, which is a remote mission. Correct?
Yes.
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 So you need a network. Obviously network should be there. Internet should be there. So yeah, internet is there now. Okay, we have a internet. I have a network. So now I have to create a connection between the client and server through that network. Like a connection is nothing but it's a kind of network pipe. Okay.
Okay, Ramji.
Yes.
So how the client creates a connection to the server. So it has to know the details. It has to know the IP address. It has to know the port number. It has to know the username. It has to know the password. It has to know the SID. If the client knows all these details, so client can create a connection to the server. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling that if the client knows all these things, it will create a connection. But how it will create a connection? There must be some logic to create a connection by using those details, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
There must be some logic to create a connection. Even if it knows the details, it should know how to use the details and create a connection, correct? There must be
Yes.
some logic, agreed?
Yes.
Suppose if you know your friend address, you know everything. Your friend is living here. You know this is the apartment number, this is the address, this is the username, this is the password, and this is the SID. You know everything. But if you want to meet your friend, you should know how to reach there. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How to reach there. You should know how to travel to that place. You should know how to book your air ticket. You should know how to book your flight ticket. Correct? You should know how to book your flight ticket. You should know how to reach the airport. So you should know how to board the flight, and you should know how to, after getting down from the flight. So you should know how to reach to that place by booking a cab or whatever it is. Right? You should know some logic to reach there, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Similarly, the client should have some logic to create a connection to the database, agreed?
Yes.
So
Yes.
because this is a different laptop, and on a specific port number, on 1521 port number, you are creating a connection, correct? So
Yes.
how
Yes.
these connections will happen? How this network connection
Yes.
can be created between the client and the port? So there must be some logic, correct?
Yeah.
So there must be some logic, agreed?
Yeah.
But Java is a software developed by a different company, and Oracle is a software which is developed by a different company. So how these two softwares communicate with each other to create a connection? To create a connection. So once the connection is created, yes, you can send the queries over the connection. You can send a SQL query through the connection. But first of all, connection has to be created, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Once the connection is created, yes, they can communicate with each other through SQL queries because database understands the SQL query. So client will send a SQL query through the connection, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But first of all, connection has to be created, but they are two different softwares. So how they connect each other, first of all, how they connect each other, getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is what we are talking about now. So how they connect each other. For example, if you have a scanner in your office, which is I think I hope everyone knows about scanner, which will scan the documents, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So if that scanner is a software developed by some IBM company, let us assume that it's IBM scanner, okay?
Yes.
And your laptop is a Dell laptop, okay? So how does the Dell laptop can connect to the scanner mission and scan the document, or a printer mission, maybe printer. So maybe IBM printer and Dell laptop. So how does the
We,
laptop connects to the printer device? It
we
has to connect
install
to
the
the printer
device, the
device to send the
drivers.
document to the printer, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
printer is a software developed by IBM. Laptop is a developed by Dell company. How these two different products? This is a different product. That is a different product. How these two different products are integrated to each other? Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So definitely you have to install the drivers in your laptop, so which can drive the communication between the laptop and the printer. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to install the
Yes.
drivers in your laptop which can drive the communication between your laptop and printer, or between your laptop and scanner, because whenever you scan the document, the scanner will send a email to some Gmail or whatever it is, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So it should know how to send it to that particular mail system, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So whatever. So I'm trying to give some realistic example. So you need a driver. You need a driver in between, because the driver knows how to communicate. Driver understands. The driver in between understands this particular product. This particular product. It also has an understanding about the different product also. So it has an understanding about both the products. So the driver knows so how to drive the communication between this product and the other product. Getting it?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
Yes.
There are two different products, but you can have a driver in between which can drive the communication, correct?
Yes.
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 Similarly, the audio drivers, the video drivers. So in your laptop, if you want to play any video, so you should have a video driver installed in between in your laptops, correct?
Yes.
So the
Yes.
driver knows how to play the video in your laptop. Agreed?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you don't have the drivers, the communication will not happen between the printer and the laptop. The printer driver should be installed in your laptop. Similarly, if you want to drive the communication between the Java software and the Oracle database, if you want to drive the communication between these two softwares, you need a driver. You need a driver, so which will drive the communication. That is so because you are talking to the Oracle database, you need a Oracle driver. So the Oracle driver knows about the Oracle database. It can communicate with that software. The Oracle driver knows how to drive the communication with the Oracle software. Getting it? From a Java program.
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
Yes.
The Oracle driver knows how to drive the communication to Oracle database from a Java software. Suppose tomorrow, if you are talking to a different database, maybe if you are talking to DB2 database, this is a DB2 database. and it is running on port number 1522. Let us assume that it is 1521 and it is 1522. Okay, let us assume that. So now if you want your Java program to talk to the DB2 database, you need a DB2 driver, correct?
Yes.
Tomorrow if you want to speak to MySQL database that is running on port number 1523, for example. So in the same laptop, there are different services are running, correct? One is
Yes.
running on port number 1521, the other is running on port number 1522, the other is running on port number 1523, correct?
Yes.
So if you want to drive the communication between the Java software and the MySQL database, you need a MySQL driver, obviously, correct?
Yes.
So for every database, there will be some driver. There will be some driver which will drive the communication, correct?
Yes.
If it is a DB2, you have a DB2 driver. If it is a SQL server, you have a SQL server driver. If it is a MySQL, you have a MySQL driver. If it is a Postgres, you have a Postgres driver. And Sybase will have a Sybase driver. Oracle will have a Oracle driver. Correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So the first thing that I need is I need a Oracle driver. Correct?
Yes.
Because I want to create a connection. If I want to create a connection, I need a driver. Otherwise, I cannot create a connection to a different laptop on a different port number. Correct?
Yes.
On that port number, I have to create a connection. I have to create a connection to that particular port number. So how will I create a connection? How will I create a pipe to that particular port number? Because I don't know anything about that product. I don't know anything about that particular product. So how will I create? How will I know that how to create a connection to that particular product? So the driver knows about that. The driver understands the first product and it also understands the second product. So it can drive the communication between these two people. It's like, for example, if you go to a restaurant and you have a server and he doesn't understand English and you don't know Spanish. So how you people can communicate with each other? There must be one translator in between who can translate your request into the understandable format, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Similarly, you need a driver, so which will drive the communication between these two products. Getting it?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
So now the first thing I need is Oracle driver to create a connection. For that matter, even it is for example, if you install SQL developer and if you want to talk to database, so SQL developer also need a driver, correct?
Yes.
SQL developer also
Yes.
need a driver to talk to database, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So the driver is there inbuilt. SQL developer tool has a driver inbuilt. That's why I never spoke about that. But SQL developer will not have a DB2 driver inbuilt. It will not have DB2 driver inbuilt. If you want to speak to the DB2 database, then you need to put the DB2 driver in the SQL developer, because SQL developer does not have DB2 driver by default. The tool does not have DB2 driver. The tool does not have SQL server driver. It has only Oracle driver by default. Getting it?
Yes, Ramji.
So that's why I never spoke about the driver when I was talking about the SQL developer, or when I was talking about the SQL Plus. I never spoke about the driver, because SQL Plus is installed when you install the Oracle database. The software installed along with the Oracle database, correct?
Yes.
SQL Plus. I'm talking about SQL Plus. So SQL Plus is installed along with the Oracle database. So the SQL Plus definitely has the Oracle driver. Getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I never spoke about the driver. So this is the first time I'm talking about the drivers, because from a Java program, if you want to talk to the Oracle database, you need a Oracle driver in between, which will drive the communication between the Java and the database. Any
Okay.
questions?
No, Ramji.
So next,
Excuse me.
so after you have a Oracle driver, First of all, what you have to do is you have to okay, Oracle driver is nothing but I'm telling Oracle driver. So Oracle driver is nothing but you need a Oracle driver class. It's a Java class. It's a Java class. Getting it?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Java class, and there's a lot of logic in that class. The driver class has a lot of logic. Getting it?
Yes.
That particular class has so many methods and so many variables. So there's a lot of logic in each and every method. Getting it?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a predefined class. It's a predefined class. But who created this class? Who wrote the logic inside this class?
We don't know.
Done.
Who wrote? I mean, which company wrote the logic in that class? Is it Java? Is it
Oracle.
Java developer?
Oracle
Oracle.
company. Oracle.
Why Oracle company will write the logic in? No, Oracle company. See here, you have to understand that Oracle is a database, correct?
Yes, Ramji. I
So
mean, people working at Oracle.
hold on, Arsha, please. When I'm talking, don't talk in between.
Okay,
So
Ramji.
when you have a Oracle database, the Oracle database company's responsibility is to store the data in the database, correct? The
Yes.
Java software, the Java is developed by Java developers, correct?
Yes.
So the Sun Microsystems company developed the Java software. So it's
Yes.
responsibility to write some Java classes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Ramji.
But this particular class is not written by Sun Microsystems. They did not.
Okay.
When you install Java software, when you install Java software in your laptops, you don't get this driver, Oracle driver by default. You don't get this class because this class is not written by those developers. This class is not written by those developers, and this you don't get this class along with the Java software installation. Along with the Java software installation, you won't get this class. Getting it?
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Not part of Java software. This is a class written by a third party people. For example, I know, for example, I am a developer, I'm a Java developer. I know how to drive the communication between the Java software and the Oracle database. Suppose I know all the things. So I can write my own class. I will write my own class, okay, maybe Ramji's driver, something like this. I'll write my class, and this class has a lot of logic. This class has a lot of logic to drive the communication between the Java and the database. Getting it?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So now I can publish this class to everyone. Whoever wants to speak to the database, you can use my class because I already wrote the logic. So whoever want to speak to the database, you can use this logic which I wrote, correct? I can publish this to everyone. I'm a third party guy. Getting it? I can
Yes,
publish
Ramji.
this to everyone in the world. Whoever wants to speak to database, you can use my logic, correct?
Yes.
So how will I publish that? So I have to keep this class inside a jar file and put the jar file in the internet. So whoever wants, they will download the jar file and they put the jar file in the build path and they can start using my logic, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't remember about the jar file concept?
Yes, Ramji. We need to add it on the build path.
First of all, you have to put all the classes in the jar file, correct? Jar file is
Yes.
nothing but it's like a zip file. It's like an archiver. Jar means Java archiver. All the Java files will be put in this jar file, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Suppose if you develop 100 classes, all those 100 classes can be archived into a jar file, and you can put the jar file in the internet. Whoever wants, they can download it, correct?
Yes.
Everyone agree?
Yes.
Similarly, there is one person, we don't know who is that. There is some third party person. He has written a Oracle driver class. He has written a Oracle. The class name is Oracle driver. Getting it?
Yes.
The class name is Oracle driver. So he has written all the logic here. How to drive the communication between the Java and the Oracle database. So he has written all the logic in this class. Getting it?
Yes.
So now what he did is he kept this class inside one jar file. The jar file name is OJDBC. This is the jar file. This is the name of the jar file, OJDBC.jar. Okay, it means
Yes, Ramji.
he archived this entire. He has written so many classes, not only Oracle driver class. He has written so many classes. All those classes are archived into this particular jar file. Okay. Now this particular jar file has so many Java classes. So I don't need all the Java classes. I need the Oracle driver class for my purpose. Correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
So this particular jar file contains so many Java classes. That guy wrote so many classes and he archived into one jar file and he kept this jar file in the internet. For example, if I write 100 classes, if I want to publish all these 100 classes to everyone, how will I publish that? Do you want me to upload each and every class separately, or you just want me to zip them and upload the zip file in the internet? It is easy for me to upload one file, right? Rather than
Yes,
uploading
Ramji.
100 files, correct?
Yes.
So I will club all the 100 files into one zip file and send the zip file in the email to everyone, correct?
Yes.
Similarly,
Okay.
we archived everything into one jar file and kept the jar file in the internet. Getting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
To each and everyone in this class, whoever is present in this particular training, if I want to send the email to everyone, if I have written 100 classes, so do you think that I have to attach each and every class? That's not possible, right?
No.
So I will zip them. I will archive them into one archiver and send that archiver to everyone. Correct?
Yes.
That is easy for me to send it to everyone. Similarly, he also he has written so many Java classes, so he clubbed everything into one archiver, and that is a jar file, Java archiver. So he kept that jar file in the internet. So whoever wants to talk to the database, they have to download this jar file first, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
Because this particular class has a logic how to speak with the database. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
So
Yeah.
first of all, we have to download that jar file. Why do we need to download the jar file? If I don't download the jar file, I don't get the OJDBC jar file. I mean, if I don't download the OJDBC 6 jar, I don't get the Oracle driver class. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
I need
Ramji.
a Oracle driver class to drive the communication between Java software and Oracle database. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. So Oracle driver download. Okay.
Yes, Ramji.
Otherwise, what you can do is you can say OJDBC 6. 6 means it's a version 6. So this particular person, as I told, for example, in the iPhone, there's iPhone 11, iPhone 10, iPhone 8, iPhone 7, right? There are multiple versions in iPhone, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
So each and every version has a new features, correct? For example, compared to iPhone 5 and iPhone 6, there are new features added in the iPhone 6. All the existing features of iPhone 5 plus new features are added in iPhone 6, correct?
Yes.
So similarly, every product will have a version. That's what I told. The Java also is versioning, right? So Java,
Yes.
right now the Java version is Java 13. So there's a Java 12, there's a Java 11, there's a Java 9, there's a Java 8, there's a Java 7. There are multiple versions, right? So in each and
Yes.
every version, they're adding new features. Similarly, the Oracle database also has versions. There's a Oracle 11, Oracle 12, Oracle 9. There are so many versions for Oracle database also. Getting it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
So
Ramji.
every product will have a version. So the versioning means so he's adding a new features in that version, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we already discussed about these things in the past.
Yes, Ramji.
So now similarly, the person who developed this OJDBC jar, I mean the jar file contains so many classes, right? Out of all those classes, Oracle driver is also one class, correct?
Yes.
So he might be doing some modifications to that particular, maybe if he developed 100 classes, maybe he's adding a new class later. and he is giving a new version, OJDBC 6, OJDBC 7, OJDBC 8, getting it?
Yeah.
Yes,
For
sir.
our training, OJDBC 6 is sufficient, the version 6 is sufficient. We can download this OJDBC version 6 jar, getting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just say OJDBC 6 jar download. Download OJDBC 6 jar. Just you download this zip file. That zip file contains a jar file. So if you
Okay.
download this jar zip file, if you click here, on the software, right? So I
Yes.
suggest everyone to put all the softwares that you're downloading in the softwares folder, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Yes.
So I already have that in this folder because I already downloaded in the past. So let me put it in a different folder now. Let me put it in a different folder. But I suggest everyone to put it in the softwares folder. So
Okay.
extract to this jar file, I mean zip file. I'm extracting the zip file. So I got this folder. Open that folder. You have a jar file, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So this jar file contains so many Java classes, correct?
Yes.
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 So how to check? How to check what are the Java classes present in this jar file? How to check? How to check what is there inside this jar file? I have to open this jar file and see what is present in that, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So how to open the jar file and see what is present in this? You can use
Yes.
Java decompiler software. Java decompiler, getting it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ramji.
Yes.
You can use this software. So I want everyone to download this software as well because we require this in the future as well.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
want everyone to download this Java decompiler. Why do I need to download Java decompiler? Because
To
using
open the
Java decompiler, I can see what is present inside the jar file, correct?
Yes.
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 So how to download the Java decompiler? Just go and type JD means Java decompiler, okay?
Okay.
JD GUI download. Any version is fine. So I suggest you to download any version, no problem. But I'm downloading 3.5 download because I already have the 0.3.5 version. That's why I'm asking you to download the same version, or you can download any version, not a problem. C drive softwares Java decompiler. This 1.4 I have. One second. Yeah, I have 1.4. So you can also you can download 1.4 as well. Okay. Not jar. It's not jar. JDGA 1.4. Okay. Any version is fine. As I told, any version is fine, not a problem. You can open any version. JDGA 0.3.5. Okay, hold on. This website, this mirroring is not happening. One second. So latest version is 1.6.5 for GUI. This particular Java decompiler versions, it has a lot of versions. Maybe you can use this Windows version. Yeah, because we are using Windows operating system, so I suggest you to download the Windows version. So show all. Go to that folder. Got this. and paste it in the software folder, but for time being I'm pasting it in the Java folder. Just unzip this. Open this. You see this particular .exe file, okay?
Yeah.
So just open the just click on the .exe. Java exception has been occurred. Okay, I think this particular version requires a different version of Java. Hold on. Okay, you do one thing. You download the previous versions only, not the latest versions. Because we are using the JDK 7, right? We are using JDK 7 in your laptop, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So JDGY download. This is 1.6.5. Let's see what is the previous versions. I have 1.4.3, 1.4.2, 1.4.0. Maybe I have 1.4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 1.4 is working. So let me download 1.4. Where is it? Yeah. Open, click on that 1.4.0. You can see the Windows zip, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can download that Windows zip. Sure. Go to that location and cut it and paste it in a software folder. But for timing, I'm pasting it in Java folder because I already have that software. I don't want that software again in the softwares.
Okay.
Okay, this is 1.4.0. Go here. You have a .exe file, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
It is opening, correct? This is how it looks like. The Java decompiler software looks like this. Okay.
Yes.
Now if you go and say file, open file. You want to open some file. What file you want to open? You want to open the jar file. The jar file, you want to see what are the contents present in the jar file. That is the reason you downloaded this Java decompiler, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
You want to
Yes.
see the contents inside the jar file, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to see OJDBC 6.jar file, correct?
Yes.
So that is present in
Yes.
the folder. The OJDB 6.jar file is present in the software folder, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
C drive, softwares. So here you'll have a OJDB 6.jar.
There is one.
Okay. The jar file is open. So the jar file contains Oracle, Oracle dot JDBC dot. Okay, the Oracle folder, you have a JDBC folder. In the JDBC folder, you have a driver folder. Oracle JDBC driver. Where is the driver? Yeah, driver. And inside this driver folder, you have so many classes. Correct? You have so many dot classes. Correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So how did you get these dot class files? Definitely the person who developed these Java files, Java classes, he compiled them. When the Java program is compiled, he will get a dot class file, correct? All the dot class files are clubbed into clubbed into one jar file, and he kept that jar file in the internet, correct?
Yes.
Is everyone
Yeah.
understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
Yes.
So the person who wrote this Oracle driver class, the person who wrote the Oracle driver class, so definitely he has written a Java class. That is a .java file. When he compiles the program, he will get the .class file, correct?
Yes.
So all those .class files he has written so many dot class. He has written so many dot Java files, and he compiled each and every dot Java file, and he got dot class files. All the dot class files are clubbed into one jar file. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So I am looking for Oracle driver dot class. LMNO Oracle driver. Oracle driver. Correct?
Yes.
So this is the class Oracle driver. This is the logic he has written. He has written so much of logic. He has written so much of logic to talk to the how to drive the communication between the Java software and the Oracle database. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, this particular class, he has written a class called Oracle driver. If you look here, this is a class Oracle driver. Okay, and inside this class, you have so many variables. You have so many variables, correct? And you have
Yes.
so many methods. So there is a method called register mbeans. There are so many other methods, correct? So this
Yes,
method
sir.
has so many functionalities, so much of logic. This method, each and every method has a logic, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So he already wrote all this logic how to drive the communication between Java software and Oracle database. So why do I need to write again? I already wrote a logic. I can reuse the logic, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is the reason I want to reuse the logic to drive the communication between Java software and Oracle database. That is the reason I downloaded this jar file, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
This jar file has all the logic to speak with the database, to drive the communication to the database. So that's the reason I downloaded this jar file. And I'm just opening the jar file and showing you. Actually, it is not required to see what is there inside the jar file, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
It is not required to see what is there inside the jar file. But I just want to show you and tell you that. So there's a Oracle driver class inside this jar file, which will drive the communication between the Java software and the Oracle database. Any questions?
No, Ramji.
No.
No.
So this is a dot class file, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
For example, initially we have written so many Java programs. Okay, we have written so many Java programs in the first 40 to 45 days. Great.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
look here. See, there's a a.java file is there. So when I compile this, I got a.class file, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So
Yeah.
if you want to see what is there in the dot class file, can you see that? Can you open with a notepad and see what is there inside the dot class file?
No, Ramji.
Is it in understandable format?
No.
No.
The dot class file will contain a byte code. You have bytes inside that. You have a byte code. It is not in understandable format, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you compiled dot Java file, you'll get a dot class file, correct?
Yes.
So if you want to know what is there inside the dot class file, you have to decompile. That is called reverse engineering. When you compiled, you got dot class file. You have to decompile, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the reason we install this Java decompiler. The Java decompiler can show you what is there inside that. It is decompiling that.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, you cannot see what is there inside the dot class file. You install the Java decompiler to see what is there inside the dot class file. So this is the exact content that is present inside the dot Java file. When you compile, you got dot class file. When you're decompiling dot class file, you can see the content inside that. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions here?
No,
No.
Ramji.
No.
Okay, so that's all for today. So I did not tell you how to interact with the database. I just told you need a Oracle driver class. You need a Oracle driver class, correct? And I
Yes,
Yes.
told
Ramji.
you that Oracle driver class is present in OJDBC jar, correct?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
told you how
Yes.
to download the OJDBC jar file. And I also told you to download the Java decompiler. So just for checking what is there inside the jar file. Just for your understanding, I asked you to download the software and open the jar file. Any
Okay.
questions?
Ramji.
No.
I did not say anything else. I did not tell you how to. I told that we need a Oracle driver, but I did not tell you how to use this Oracle driver and connect to the database. I did not tell you that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
talk about that in the evening class. So because I don't want to talk about so many things in today's class, the first two classes are like introduction classes. So this is the first class. The next class also will be like introduction class. So you need to know so many things before you start communicating with the database. Before you
Okay.
start communicating with the database from a Java program, you need to know so many things. Getting it? So we
Yes.
will learn those things in the first two classes. So from tomorrow morning, we'll start writing the Java program and connect to the database and get the data from the database.
Okay, Ramji.
Okay, fine. So I want everyone to download these softwares and definitely you have so much of time after downloading this. You have so much of time, right? So
Yes.
what I want everyone to do is go through the exception handling concepts. I told that already. Okay.
Yes, Ramji.
I want everyone to go through the exception handling concepts, and I also want everyone to go through the collection concepts. These two concepts are very important. So if you don't understand them, I cannot proceed further in the upcoming classes.
Okay, Ramji.
Okay.
Will everyone go through those classes and come to the evening class?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Because we don't have anything to practice today, correct? You just have to download the software and see what is there inside the jar file. That's all, correct? It
Yes.
will be complete in 5 to 10 minutes, correct?
Yes.
So what I want everyone to do is go through the exception handling topics that is required for our JDBC, that is required for JDBC. Okay?
Yes, Ramji.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ramji.
Bye everyone.
Okay.
And let's meet again in the evening at 9 o'clock Eastern time, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, Ramji.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.